Trump has signed an executive order to shut down the Board of Education. Check this out.
Senior fellow at the Manhattan Institute, Chris Rufo, joins me now. Explain to everybody what the Department of Education even does, Chris, and what it means now that it's basically gone.
Well, in short, the Department of Education functions as a left-wing slush fund. It sends more than $100 billion a year to left-wing universities around the country. It subsidizes K-12 schools in all 50 states. And then it has 4,000 employees, most of whom are focused on left-wing race and gender activism and pushing those ideological ideas into the classroom everywhere, in blue states and in red states. And so this is a historic day. President Trump has done what every Republican president since 1980 has promised to do, but then failed to act. It shows that he has the nerve, he has the bold leadership, and he has taken decisive action. And so it's now up to Secretary McMahon, who is doing an incredible job just into the office, to wind this thing down, to figure out what is essential, what can be cut to the bone. This is the biggest educational reform in more than a generation.
We're coming on the air with breaking news tonight. NBC News has just learned that President Trump plans to sign an executive order closing down the Department of Education. The move fulfilling a campaign promise to shutter the agency, which has long been a target of conservatives. But it's unclear how he'll legally do that, since Congress needs to sign off on officially closing a department of this kind. The order would be the culmination of weeks of effort by the Trump administration to wind down DOE. Trump's education secretary, Linda McMahon, has overseen a roughly 50% cut to the agency's workforce, in which she has called the, quote, final mission of the department.
I believe the Board of Education is unnecessary. Most of the power from the Board of Education should belong to the parents and the states, and which should gain autonomy against a more universal education system. We spend more in education than any other country in the world. Yet we are 49th in student performance. There needs to be slashes of funds and more competent people working in the Board of Education who truly wants the new generation to thrive in terms of education. Because the amount of money that we are throwing at our students is not reciprocating in student performance.